Performance reviews, employee evaluations, two things that most of us are familiar with, and two things I'm betting nobody particularly loves. But without evaluation, systems for accountability and employee development would be ambiguous at best and non existent at worst. And in K 12 public education, employee evaluation, teacher training, and handling poor performance is very inconsistent. Most school districts determine their own system for teacher evaluation. And since most public school teachers are unionized, most of them receive tenure or some sort of job protection after 2 to 3 years in the classroom. And with tenure, it's not impossible, but it's certainly very difficult to remove underperforming teachers. You would think that a good way to gauge a quality teacher is by the performance of their students. Yet only 34 states require student growth data to be included in teacher evaluations, and our home state, California, is not one of them. Sadly, we're all aware that student achievement, especially for poor and minority students, continues to diminish in this country, which leads me to my research questions. How can school districts effectively involve student achievement data or test scores in teacher evaluations? And how do district leaders involve key stakeholders, such as teachers, union leaders, even parents, in leading this shift towards a more robust evaluation system? Before using any qualitative tools, such as interviewing or surveying teachers for their input, I first turned towards strategic tools such as game theory and spatial bargaining models, which are more often used in economics. These tools gave me a preliminary view of how best to predict buy-in and how to anticipate pushback from stakeholders. Since this is essentially just a process of managing a big change, I utilize organizational theory and management resources to shape the initial plan in hopes of using one small district as a pilot program. In this pilot, teachers would be evaluating using their students' test scores to see how much students did or did not grow under their guidance. I could go on about the nuances of the plan, but generally speaking, it takes into account other areas of student success, such as performance in non-testing areas, because test scores are not everything. However, they cannot be ignored. To reiterate the urgency of the topic at hand, a student with even one ineffective teacher, one underperforming teacher, may not catch up to his peers for up to 3 years. And students with 3 bad teachers in a row rarely catch up at all. Without a robust evaluation system that at its core will help support poor performance and ensure consistent teaching for all students, education in America will continue to spiral. To not do anything about the problem would be severely irresponsible. Thank you for your time.